Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning, Good Friday morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a little bit after 10 o'clock in the morning. Today we are going to be taking the train down to Numazu today. And I need to check out of this Airbnb. I'm in the process of getting packed up right now. Also, what I think is really handy is that I printed out the bus schedule from 2:30 going forward for a number of key stops we're going to be doing. It's the Upperland stop in Numazu to the Izumito Sea Paradise in Uchiura. I'm hoping that we're going to get the 2:30. We actually get on the train at about noon. You can't see me, damn it. We get on the train at about noon time. I'm going to close this up. We actually get on the train at about noon time. I'm going to get out here at 11 and meet Dave down at the Shangri-La Hotel again. And we're going to be taking. We're not taking the Shinkansen down. We're taking a limited express Odorico. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I mean it's an express train down to. We're getting off at Mishima, and then we're taking the local Tokaido line to Numazu, and then that's what we're going to be doing, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have now checked out of my Airbnb. I'm on my way to Akihabara Station to go to Tokyo Station to meet up with Dave.
(4番線に快速蒲田行きが参ります。危ないですから黄色い線までお下がりください。The rapid train will arrive shortly on track 4. Please stand behind the yellow line. この電車は有楽町、新橋には停車いたしません。山手線の電車4番線に東京品川方面行きが参ります。危ないですから黄色い線までお下がりください。The local train will arrive shortly on track 3. Please stand behind the yellow line. 本日も JR 東日本をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。今度の4番線の電車は11時14分発快速大船行きです。電車をご利用ください。次は本日も JR 東日本をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。今度の6番線の出発快速大船行きです。次は浜松町に止まります。この電車は有楽町、新橋には停車いたしません。山手線の電車をご利用ください。
So I've gotten off of the Yamanote line train, and I've making my way to the Shangri-La Hotel to meet up with Dave. Okay, so we now made it onto the train. We are going to be getting off at Mishima and then transferring to a local for Numazu. So, yeah. Our train leaves in about 9 minutes. And we really didn't count on them not having any overhead space for large bags like mine. So we've sort of improvised and put my big bag here, and Dave is sitting over there, and he's put his bag right above me, which is much smaller. So
I had a shorter trip.
What?
I had a shorter trip. So
yeah.
Less luggage.
Yeah, he had a short trip, like much shorter than only a couple of days. I was here for a little bit more than a week, and plus I had a 12-hour flight. So. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? That actually over there is the Tokaido main line, the local.
Okay.
Over there. So once we get off at Numazu, we're gonna be, or Numazu at Mishima, we're gonna be transferring onto that onto that to get to a Numazu. I don't understand how this can be like a limited express if we have so many stops in between. In between where we get.
Stops, are they?
Well, that's what I read on the. Hold on a sec. If it's 90, if the thing is 98, if 98 minutes, then hold on a minute. Shima Shinagawa Super Express. Yes, it does.
Cool. 3 cars there, first class. Supposed to be pretty cool.
Yep.
Seats will spin around.
That's the Tokaido Shinkansen.
I'll put on YouTube and check out the 3 car seats. They actually spin around. So you can talk to people behind you in front of you. It's pretty smart.
Yep. Mishima Shinkansen Hikari 462. Yep. That's the bullet train.
It doesn't go down though. It only comes back up.
What, the Shinkansen? It goes both ways.
Why couldn't we get it today then? Does it stop when we want to stop, or?
Well, we could have gotten it today.
Oh really? It's the fastest line. It said on the way down this one, on the way back.
It might have been the cheapest and the fastest way.
Okay.
But the Shinkansen is the fastest. So, I'm lucky to go on the Shinkansen at all. So, it's no problem. I have no idea what he just said. Usually they make announcements in Japanese and English, but that might be just for the intercity commuter lines.
Maybe.
Not for the Tokaido line.
I might get one of those. That'll look good on me.
Huh. Wait, hold on. Put that up to the cat. Wow.
What's it for? I think it's for snoring.
Probably.
Elizabeth would like me to get one of those.
Now I know that one of the things that they have for snoring is actually like a little thing that you put into your mouth that moves your jaw forward.
Oh, really?
and opens up the airwaves more because
What do that one's for?
oh good lord. Yeah, okay.
Some interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean the Japanese are interesting. And what's really interesting is that when I was in Akihabara, some of the stuff on like the higher floors had like adult items. Adult things. I'm not going to
Repeat what they are. Okay.
elaborate on that, but I'm just going to say that that's there, but to say that they do have that they do have signs marked that it said no one under 18 is allowed up there.
Oh really? Okay.
So this might, yes it is. It's the yep.
That's what we'll get tomorrow, is it?
That's yep. something like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we've gotten off the Tokyo Tokaido Odoriko Limited Express. And now we're just waiting for the local on the Tokaido main line to come. That's a freight train. I think you're supposed to stand in these little boxes here when you're supposed to line up for the train. That's how they do it here.
Like Kato.
Yeah, yeah. If only they did this back in the States. There's the Shinkansen, and boy, that is fast. Whew.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's quiet as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't make the choo choo noise.
Well, No, I should point out that like on the intercity trains, like going in Philadelphia, when you disembark and when you board the train, it's utter chaos. Like especially like there's a station like where all the like the intercity trains like stop up. It's called Suburban Station, and like there's so many people like there at one time, especially during rush hour.
Yeah.
And you there's unlike the trains up in Tokyo, they like a lot of the well, I mean some of the older models of trains had only 2 doors per car, one at each end.
Okay.
And you had like crowds of like people, big crowds of people trying to get off at the same time, trying to get on it at the same time. There's no order to it whatsoever. It's total contrast to how it is here.
Yeah.
Here comes our train. Yeah.
It's 80 kilometers an hour. See all the gadgets in there. Sits at 80. This one.
80 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is to miles. 55.
Something like that.
Yeah, that seems about right. I think this is us. All right, so we've gotten off at Numazu, and we are. Dave actually has my bag because there's no escalators here, unlike in Tokyo. So he's carrying my bag, and I'm carrying his. So.
Is it taxi or walk?
I actually do not know. We're gonna have to see.
Look at the map, show you. Must be up here somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Or on the other side.
Look at.
Oh, is that what you're after?
Yeah. Wow. They like right. Like, one of the first things I see when I come at the station, they have a little, I guess, a little Love Live Sunshine Cafe here. But yeah, you have to expect to find a lot of stuff Love Live Sunshine themed, especially in this town.
There they are. Do you know the characters' names?
Yes, I do.
Who are they? So what are their names?
Oh, well, the entire group's name is called Aqours. There's Mari Ohara, you have Dyke Kurosawa, Kanan Matsura, Riko Sakurauchi, Chika Takami, Yo Watanabe, Ruby Kurosawa, Yoshiko Tsushima, and Hanamaru Kunikita.
Alright, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great. Perfect. Cool, man. The guys in there. They're a girl group.
In the series, there are, you will you very rarely see any male character appearances in both the original and the Sunshine series, and there are no male speaking roles at all.
Huh, they're everywhere. The pictures of them.
Yep.
So this town's famous for these people.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's famous for this series.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Interesting.
Yeah, just they're everywhere, and I mean.
Funny.
Yep. you even have like screen caps on the banners
That's cool.
from some of the episodes of some of the characters. That is unbelievable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to our hotel in Numazu. Dave is about 2 rooms down the hallway, and we both have our own rooms. This is the view that I have from my room. But there is weather on the way, and so up in the mountains, and of course you won't be able to see Mount Fuji from here. You could if it was a clear day, but not today. Maybe tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. So, yeah. Anyway, we are gonna head to Uchiura shortly.
Age of the Civil War. Some urban issue was located in the south part of Numazu station, was Takato's bases. Stone wall. Egan, it's great for represent. Cool.
Sorry? There's quite a few that have made pilgrimages here for this. In fact, I'm following someone on Instagram who just did this about who came here and did the same thing about a little under a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
From America?
I think.
Wow. Just you want to sleep in Detroit?
Yeah.
What was your jet lag when you first got here?
I was so tired the first couple of days. I actually went to sleep actually fairly early. The day that I got here, I crashed at about 7 p.m.
Yeah.
The next day, I crashed around 9 p.m.
You slept through the night, or did you wake up early?
I woke up a little bit early to find the sun was rising really, really early, around like 4-ish.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes you normally wake up at home.
I like to sleep in. I mean, I mean, unless I have something to do. But in all honesty, I'm not a morning person. I don't like to get up in the morning. I don't like to get up early in the morning, especially. And so.
Sometimes you normally get up at school or at home if you have nothing to do.
Well, usually I try to be up by 9:30 or 10.
Okay, that's all right.
But sometimes I sleep a little bit longer than that. Arigatou gozaimasu. You're welcome.
Looks like we're in London.
Yep. Oh, they have the Tokyo Paralympic taxis.
Okay.
All right, so we are now in a taxi, and we are on our way to Uchiura as we look at some of the character flags here. This is Cheek and Yo. What here? No, this is an aquarium.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to Uchiura, and we guys. Here's a taxi stand if we want to get back. But there is actually another location further down the road that I would like to check out as well after we do this. All right, so this is it, folks. This ryokan over here is actually the home of one of the characters of the show, Chika Takano. Yeah, and you can see the poster on the side of the thing.
Is it a restaurant?
No, a ryokan is an inn.
Is it what, sorry?
An inn, INN.
Like a pub?
Like a hotel, accommodations.
Oh, okay.
So this is one of the this location here is actually one of the main. Well, not I was going to say filming points, but it's not a film. One of the main locations for the series because and it's right across from Chika's house, right back here, like where where she and a lot of the girls come to ponder on their thoughts about what to do next and stuff like that, I guess. And as we were coming in, Dave actually pointed out this white boat over here, right behind this yellow one, actually has the characters' faces on it. I wonder if that's the one that actually goes to. They have a ferry that goes to the island that I pointed out there. I wonder if that's it.
Maybe.
So, I mean, this is actually kind of surreal. Actually standing here in a location in which a series that I frequently follow takes place. So I mean that's pretty much how it's been my whole trip, because when I was up in Tokyo, there are from original Love Live series there are several directly inspired locations that appearance, and I was at most of them. There's a tradition in the series where one of the characters, Daya, inscribed the name Aqours in the sand on this beach right here, and I'm going to do the same thing.
There you go.
There you have it. And look at what we find here. This is the Tokai bus going back to Numazu, and look what we find on it. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are now at the bus stop for the Nagasaki Junior High School. This is the location. This is actually the one of the big locations in the anime, and this is actually one of the scenes for the season 1 ending of Love Live Sunshine happened when they have the little pom poms and stuff like that. So this is pretty cool, and actually on a normal clip. You okay?
Yeah, check the bus times.
Huh.
It's 20 past 4 or 20 past 5.
Going back.
Yeah. So it's more than 10 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes. So
Okay.
probably an hour and 10 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, we're fine. We can hang here for a little bit.
Yeah, whatever you want.
The driveway up to the. I guess I guess we just follow these guys because I noticed on their bags it had like silhouettes of the characters. So
Okay.
so they're probably doing a pilgrimage here as well for the same purpose that I am.
Interesting.
Yep.
Never thought I'd be here.
Yep.
The last cartoon I watched was The Simpsons. So.
Oh yeah, I don't follow that one very much. Please do not enter the school without permission. We're technically not entering the school. We're just going up the road. Photographs of teachers, of student and teachers are prohibited. We're not going to do that anyway. So I mean, we should be fine. Yeah, they probably put that sign up because so many Love Live fans want to come up here and get pictures of the school. So we are actually going up the hill to the outside part of a high school that is that draws. There was the direct inspiration for the high school called Uranohoshi Girls High School that appears in the anime called Love Live Sunshine. It's where the 9 girls from a school idol group called Aqours go. Unfortunately, in the series, the school in the end. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Okay.
The school actually failed to meet a quota for new incoming students, and therefore it was it had to be shut down. Unfortunately, and that ripped me to shreds seeing that happen.
Oh, that's a shame.
And so they tried really hard to keep the school open, but it was not meant to be.
Okay.
And so, but the Aqua was able to keep this in the history books by winning Love Live in the end.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
I can't imagine the kind of hike that the girls had to do in the series, going up and down this hill every single day to go to school, and come from school. That's like doing gym class in like 10 minutes. I mean, going up the hill was probably the real workout, but going down the hill, that's probably nothing. Now that the sun has come out, actually, it's gotten
umbrellas and a jacket.
It's gotten a little bit humid actually out now. They were calling for rain, but I don't see any rain. It's not supposed to rain until later tonight, actually. So.
Not like it was going to rain in town, but out here,
Yeah.
certainly not.
Well, I mean, we're a good 30 minutes south of Numazu, so.
This is the school, is it?
Well, back behind this fence and this gate here is the school. This is just one of the gardens, I guess, that's on the property. Staff, individuals only, not enter the school without permission. We're just passing by the school, we're actually not entering it. Yeah, so this is Nagasaki High School, the school that is inspired the school, Uranohoshi Girls High School in Love Live Sunshine. And Dave just mentioned that this pool over here could use a good cleaning. So, yeah. This is pretty This is pretty cool. You get quite the view from up here at the top of the hill. Besides Nagasaki Junior High, this is quite something. This, I think the students are probably being talked to in this is a gymnasium over here. So, I mean, I think they're being addressed.
They should have come in here and grab the school before they filmed it.
Well, I mean, they had to have gotten permission. So, I mean, otherwise they wouldn't have done it. But oh yeah, considering how humid it is. I think they might be growing like Mikan oranges. I know that this area is.
You see these tiny little things on there.
Yeah, I think.
Green at the moment.
I think that is what they're growing. Even though, but it's not obviously not. They just started growing them because I think I don't know like at what point of the year they start growing them and when they become ripe. But it looks as though they just started sprouting. So, I mean, yeah, this is pretty cool. It was a shame in the series to see the Uranohoshi get shut down because of the. Now this is actually a true story, and the series kind of accurately reflects reflects like in real life Japan. The birth rates in Japan are declining, and not only that that's one of the reasons why they couldn't. Why they had trouble keeping the school open, but also because of the location that the school is in, because it's in such a rural area. And actually, in the original Love Live series, the school that in that series was called Otonokizaka High School. That was in Akihabara, okay. And they also faced a similar problem of trying to keep the school open keep from shutting down because application rates were on the decline. That's the reason why Muse formed, so they could put it back put the school back on the map, because it had been around for a while. One of the characters' names, who's the leader of Muse, her name is Honoka Kosaka. Members of her family had gone to that school for generations, including her mom, and so in that series, in a stark contrast to Love Live Sunshine, they were able to keep that school open because it was in such a more densely populated area, and they succeeded in the first season and won Love Live in the second season. So, I mean. Yeah, they accomplished two of their goals. It was actually on the I think right out. I actually don't know what part of the school, but I think right in the back of the school is where Aqours had their first single PV, their music video. Done. It was really well done.
Cool.
So it actually they actually started doing they announced the spin-off series Love Live Sunshine right before the original Love Live actually ended, and it took about a year. Or a little bit under a year for a series to be developed. It took Aqours had released two major singles before the series debuted. Muse actually did 5 major singles before the series was debuted. It took 3 years for a series to be developed because it started in 2010, and yeah. So, I mean. I'm not sure what took them so long to. I don't think that doing an anime series with a with a progressive storyline really was the first thing when this project was originally conceived. I'm not sure if an anime series was originally the first thing that crossed their minds. And then someone came to the Project Love Live at Sunrise Studios and Atlantis Records and said, why don't you as well as doing the magazine entries and these singles and these PVs, why not do an anime television series? And they I guess they went with that, and so I think that's probably why it took such a short time for Sunshine to become an anime series than original Love Live School Idol Project did. Electric fence, protecting these protecting the fruit from thieves or animals.
Yeah, that low must be animals, some sort of rodents that get in there.
You know, I actually, back home, a lot of the rodents that we really see a lot of are squirrels. And so, I mean, I think I haven't seen a whole lot of squirrels here. I don't think that Japan is really populated with them. I don't know. It's interesting. Yep.
I think it might be part of the tsunami evacuation point.
Probably because you get to higher ground.
Yeah, get up and out of it.
Yep, quickly, so you don't have to go. You don't have to go around to the driveway, and it's less of a steeper climb.
Yeah.
That climb actually up the driveway is actually pretty steep, I must say.
Yeah, it got me sweating.
Huh. This isn't poison ivy, is it?
Don't think so.
All right. It's usually 3 leaves. Let them be. I don't know. I mean.
Touch it, see what happens.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
You want me to touch it?
No. I'd rather not have either of us find out. Just want to get on with our day without any issues.
Fair enough.
So this is Uchiura Bay right here, and out there is the Pacific Ocean. So, nice little body of water. little place just narrowly fit your legs through.
Yeah, pretty tight.
I don't want to go too close to this fisherman because I don't want to disturb him. Look at that.
Guilty kiss.
Oh, it's a Guilty Kiss is one of the each both Muse and Aqua have is also broken up into 3 subunits, and they do their own thing apart from like the main group. You also have Cyron, and I forget the name, what the name of the other one is, but crap, I should know this. Here comes that car again. It's actually really cool they have cars like these here. So. Yeah. This guy didn't close his door all the way. If he drives off with the door ajar like that, I'm gonna freaking crack up. And if he stops, I'm gonna laugh even more. This sounds like it's an electric car, or no, a hybrid actually, because I heard thought I heard a internal combustion engine when it first started, but now I hear what sounds like an electric motor. Please don't tell me he's going to drive off like that. He is going to drive off. And he's about to figure it out. And there we go. Yeah, and that was music from Aqours that was playing on the stereo in that car. I can't even say that I'm surprised.
These guys are into it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you're gonna find people like that like all over the world. This has a worldwide following. This series does.
Right. Numazu City, and I mean, if we could I guess go down the line of these banners and just appreciate them, I guess. This is really quite the setup that they have. I mean, they have basically decorated the town with this. I called ahead and made sure they didn't just see you.
Well, I mean, because of this series, this area has become has had a boost in tourism.
French restaurants.
Really? Yeah.
Sweet shop.
Yeah. Grandma. Yoshiko. Or as she's or as she wants me to know as the fallen angel Yohane, and she's always correcting everyone about that. Yeah. Yeah. So. Look at this. Wow. Now, Rico here, she has a fear of dogs. Yeah. And so I just thought I'd point that out. Daya is the student council president of Uranohoshi, and she's very strict about a lot of things. And here we have Mari O'Hara. She is the her father's Italian American, her mom's Japanese, and so she kind of sprinkles around a little bit of English around here. She is the she was the director of Uranohoshi. That's something that I don't really understand. How can a student also be appointed as the school's director?
Right.
So I mean, that's kind of odd to me. But I mean, her father made a generous donation to the school, and so they basically gave her the gig. So, I mean, yeah, and of course you have Hanamaru, who finishes off her sentence with the phrase Zura. Don't ask me. Z-U-R-A. Don't ask.
I don't know. It's a rural thing. So, and here you have a Ruby Kurosawa, who's the younger sister of Daya. She's very shy, and and here's the whole bunch, the whole lot of them. Yeah. So, I mean, you have, in some way, you gotta appreciate them.
Yeah.
I flip on the television and this is the first thing I see. In Japanese.
He's not doing anything, and he seems pretty.
They also have a bilingual option on the remote, so that you can watch it in English as well.
Wait, this kingdom had 11 Robins? Nope, just this stud. They call him Robin the 11th because the only thing interesting about him was that he had 11 fingers.
I'm really tired right now. It's about 1:23 in the morning in Numazu. This entire trip has been in otherworldly experience for me. One reason why, because this is my first time coming to Japan, and second of all because I had the opportunity to see a lot of locations that are in some anime, namely Love Live and Sailor Moon. I really enjoyed my time here, getting to experience the culture here, the cuisine here, and just the overall atmosphere here. Because I mean, this is something that a lot of people would love to do, and this is really quite a treat for me to be able to do. This is something that I've always dreamed of doing, and it's really
I really wish I could have stayed here longer. I wish I wasn't rushed into going home like just coming down here today, and I really wish I could have stayed like just like a few days longer, but you know I have more pressing issues to attend to at home. I also got to get some other vlogs done. I got to get my ZenkaiCon vlogs done, and then I got to get to these vlogs. And the next convention that I'm going to is BronyCon, and also there's another convention that's been added on for this year, Ponyville Cider Fest in Milwaukee in October. So, yeah. So it's going to be BronyCon, it's going to be Cider Fest, and then it's going to be DerpyCon a few weeks after Cider Fest. So, it should be a fun next couple of conventions, and I'm looking forward to going back to Everfree Northwest next year, as well as trying out some other stuff this year. I'm also going back to BronyCon next year. I'm planning on doing the Tokyo Olympics in 2020, so I'm going to have to bypass BronyCon for 2020, unfortunately. So, if in fact I do get to do it. So, yeah. My favorite part of the trip probably has to be getting to go around Akihabara and to see the various shops, and also the locations for Love Live as well, like the Kondo Shrine, the house that was modeled for Honoka's house it's really quite an experience to see locations that have been modeled for really detailed locations that are featured in Japanese anime, and it's really a privilege to be able to see them. Also, to be able to get to see some locations here in Numazu and Uchiura down south of here. It's really quite this whole trip has been a privilege for me, and to be able to take you guys along with me has been even more of a privilege, because I know that a lot of you would have loved to would love to come here as well. You know, and I was dreaming of coming here when I was watching Deja Vu D's vlogs of her trip here to Japan, and I wish that she would have come down here as well. In fact, a lot of people would have loved to come down here, even if they could afford the trip to come to Japan, and but she stayed in Tokyo. I stayed in Tokyo for much of my time, but I took some time to come down here with my friend Dave, and I got to inform him a little bit about the series, and inform him what the significance of these locations down here was, and just what it's all about. We got to see we got to see Mito Beach in Uchiura. We got to see the ryokan that was modeled for Chika's house. We got to stop outside of Izumito Sea Paradise, the aquarium, and we got to go by the bus stop for for the school, or Anahoshi, or in real life Nagasaki Junior High School, the school in which Uranohoshi is modeled after. As well back at home who look forward to hearing what stories you have to tell about your trip. And so, I mean, it's really, I look forward to doing all that. I look forward to talking with people like Serendipity Cosplay, Lady Ava Cosplay, Sadira Cosplay, Drowning in Rice, and Destructive Doll, and you Espinola Cosplay about my trek to Japan. And tell them what an experience it was. You know, took a lot of pictures, and I was really I really don't have much more to say. I'm just trying to fill time here, to be honest. But I'm really tired. I'm looking to get to bed. We are actually out of here at around 11ish tomorrow, 11:30ish. We're going to be taking the Tokaido Shinkansen back to Tokyo. Well, I'm going to be taking to Shinagawa, which is then going to the airport. My flight is at 5:40 p.m. tomorrow, and yeah, it was. I just want to say that it was a privilege to be able to bring you guys with me, and I hope to bring you on more adventures in the future. Hopefully I'll get to bring you guys back here for the Olympics in 2020, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and with that, good night.